American. How are you all doing? So it's another day of learning Tamazight. We've done quite a bit together. If you haven't seen the other videos, you can check them out. I do it on live right now. But if you're new here, welcome. I go live every Wednesday and weekends. Today's Wednesday. Usually in the evenings. Weekends could be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Sometimes I talk about deep topics. We did some like guided meditation last time. It was amazing. Sometimes I do Tamazight, which is a language spoken in Morocco and North Africa, the indigenous language. There are many dialects, but this is the writing system of that language, which it's amazing if you've never seen it before. The writing system is called Tifina. So I've learned the writing system. I think I pretty much have it down, although I'm still not sure which letters to use when there are two of a letter. If you know what I mean, like if I have the choice to choose between the two S's, the two S letters, I don't know which one to use all the time. So obviously I need to learn more Tamazight, the language itself. I think that would help a lot. But I have learned all of the letters in the Tifina writing system. I love it. I mean, I think the way that I learned it was just by communicating with people like on Facebook, to be able to read the comments and respond. But do you speak Tamazight? Do you speak Tamazight? Shout out to anybody who knows that reference. That was a video I made, just yelling out the window, asking people if they speak Tamazight. All right, before we get into the book again, let me check some things real quick. I do have a video coming out tomorrow night. If you guys want to check that out, it is premiered already, so you can click on notify me so that you're notified when it comes out tomorrow night. My Wi-Fi is still being really crazy, so I hope that this live will be okay. I uploaded that video today, and my God, it took like so long compared to when the Wi-Fi was not crazy. But I'm checking the comments here because the comments, again, if you've been here before when my Wi-Fi is crazy, the comments are not coming up. But even on my computer, it's not showing, which is crazy. So, anyways, bear with me with this technology issue, but let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is the book. I know some people ask me, but this is the book. It says Adlis Inu Tamazight. So like my Tamazight notebook, or my notebook of Tamazight, or is it just book? I forget, but yeah, but Inu is like my. And then it's nice, it has the alphabet. And I still can't make the proper sounds for some of them, but it's basically like a, b, g, g, d, d. I don't know. This one is maybe lighter and this one is stronger, but they're both D's. D and da? I don't know. And then this is like a, and a, k, qu, h, and ha. Again, both H sounds. Oh wait, which one is this? Wait, these two I'm still not quite sure about the pronunciation, so I'm gonna get back to that. But then this is like a k. This is like an E sound. j, l, u, yeah, and I don't know, soft R, harder R. And this is a which is really hard for people to pronounce. If you don't have that sound in your language, which I don't in English. This is like a s and s. This is sh. So interestingly, Tamazight does not have a ch, but it has the sh. So I've found that some Moroccans have a hard time pronouncing ch in English, T and t, like soft T, hard T, w, y, z, 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 I don't know. Let's see. Azul. Trisha. Wow, you spelled my name very nice. Hey, it's A-Dub. Hold on, let me see if I can show your comment. It hides the Tifina. It doesn't know Tifina. What's up, A-Dub? I haven't seen you in a while, man. AWP. My Wi-Fi is still crazy and comments are still crazy, but we're learning Tamazight today. More Tamazight. Okay, so let's go to our next lesson then, where we were. Where were we? We were in this bedroom, it looks like. No, well, yes, I can see comments actually now. But what I do now is I bring them up on my computer too. So if they're not showing up on my phone, then they're on my computer. But yeah, unfortunately, my Wi-Fi is still being poo-poo. Like it took like a crazy amount of time to upload my next video, but it is uploaded. You can see it on my page on my channel. If you go to my channel right now, it's premiered for showing up for premiering tomorrow at 6 p.m. Moroccan time. But if you click on notify me, you'll get notified when it starts. But yeah, so it's uploaded, it's there. I just thought it would be good to come out tomorrow night. Okay, anyways, we had like kind of previewed this page before, and we kind of made some observations of what the lesson might be about, right? A bedroom, clothing. What did it show me? Sh and ch. Which one is that though? I don't think we have that one in Morocco. Do we? I've never seen that one. Maybe we don't have it in Morocco. I don't think it's on my keyboard either. I've never seen anyone use it. I've never heard anyone pronounce it too. Maybe it's only in Libya, certain dialects, or maybe it's like super special. I've noticed that there are some characters, there are different keyboards, and there are some characters that like Morocco doesn't have. Or maybe they're just not widely used. I don't know. That'll be something I look up. I can check earcom here. Okay, let's look at, looks like pants. So in American English, we say pants. I know like in British English, it's like trousers or something, but in American English, pants. So akarbay, it's hard with a K, an R, and a B sound together. Akarbay? I don't know, is that right? You said it's part of extended Tifina because it's not in the ancient language, only in modern times. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense why I haven't seen it either. If people are trying to be like original and like respectful of the tradition, the history. Is that right? Akarbay? Akrabay. Pants. Okay, and this is tabanka. Okay, that's like, what is it, jacket or coat? In general, like in American English, if we say jacket, it can be like maybe a lighter. It can be, but we use them really interchangeably. Jacket, coat. Coat, sometimes maybe it's like a heavier, maybe, but we really do use them interchangeably. And yeah, at least in America. Afrad? Wait, what is that though? I see a sock. I'm not sure what that is a picture of. What is that a picture of? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Arras. If there's two R's together, do I roll it? Like a R? Arras. I don't know. Afrad. I see a sock. Is it socks or it's like something else? I'm not sure. Tav, tafga. Again, like when there's two letters of the same, I think it's just harder, right? Wait, so does that mean I still get that a bit confused? Maybe that's where. If that means they're just harder, maybe I was saying this kind of incorrectly, or that's how people say it. But in my mind, it's like maybe duh and duh, 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 something like that. And like, where's the other one? Like s and s. Like in my mind, you know, coming from English, it's more like a just a little slight different sound, vowel sound after the consonant. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm differentiating. Okay, so tough ga, tough ga. Like you really mean it. But what is that? Body? Somebody interpret these pictures for me. Oofgun. Noofgun? No idea. Body? If you guys can let me know, like what this one is and what this one is. I'm really not sure. So we have pants, akarbay. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Then this, I'm assuming it's like a jacket or coat. And so it's tabanka. Is it tabanka or tabanka? You know, like in English, we would really put these together. Unk, right? Tabanka or tabanka, tabanka. I don't know. It's a slight difference, but so this is afrad, afrad, yes, and arras, but I don't know what that is in English. And tafga, ufgan, body. Okay, human body. Oh yeah, it doesn't show up on the computer. The Tiffany doesn't show up on my computer. So good thing I can see it here still. Tough gun. Oh, tough gun. Oof. Is that? Yeah. Tough gun. Oof gun. Can I just put it all together like tough gun, oof gun? I don't know. So human body. Okay, so one of these words I'm assuming is body, tafka or ufgan. I'm assuming this. No, but it reminds me of Afghan, you know, a while called Afghan. But we still debate about what those words are exactly in English. Human, Afghan is human. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Yeah, just some context is like, so a while called Afghan is like, some people say, yeah, languages or speech. Some people say land or soil or earth, you know. Some people say human or people. So, like, maybe depending on the level of English, people say different things. But also, it's just really difficult to translate sometimes, right? We're not always so sure. And some things are just like synonyms, right? Okay. But yeah, this one, did you know this one though? The afrad, aras. It's like I see a sock, but I don't know what else that stuff is. Like it's not clear. Like underclothes? Is it underwear there too? I don't know. Like undergarments? I don't know. Maybe. All right, what's the next one? Is that like a shirt? T-shirt or shirt? You can say shirt in general in American English. Ariki. Ariki. Ariki? Shirt? Skirt. Okay, so in English too, my English learners know the difference between a skirt and a dress. So I'm not sure how if you guys differentiate, but in English, this part is a skirt for like the bottom of your body, right? But if you're wearing a whole dress, we call it a dress, for women, right? But this looks like a skirt only. So tasafa, 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 tasafa. Which syllable do I enunciate? Tasafa, tasafa. I don't know. Tasafa. I think that was my first intuition, but yeah, I don't know if that's correct. Um, what is that? Water and fire? No, washing. Bruh. I need like a stronger light here, man. I see hands in soap. Okay. Taz Tazdgi. Hey, what? Tazdgi. Maybe? Ta wait, Tagusi. Tagusi? Mm, mm, mm. Wash your hands? I thought hands was like afus. Hmm. Tazdgi Tahusi. Interesting. You said when the word is an object, the first A turns to you, so Afghan turns to Ufgan. Yeah, I need to learn that. Aras for us means dirty laundry. Ah, okay, that picture makes sense. Cleanliness. Hmm. So wait, aras. But what about the afrad? Or the whole thing means dirty laundry, and maybe one word is dirty and one word is laundry. Oh, cleanliness for this one. Hygiene, cleanliness. That's interesting. Okay, and this one is too too null. No, oh my god, that's the another N. Mm. Too noon. Jeez, it's so funny too. Like I learned that if you put two of these together, it changes to like this, on my phone, And I guess it's not supposed to do that. Someone told me it's a like a defect of the keyboard of the technology, and they're supposed to stay like that. I don't know if anybody can confirm, but they put dots after them, so they are synonyms. Oh. Okay, so like, yeah, it's hard for me to see with the light. I can't tell sometimes if I'm too far, if it's a comma or a period. But that's interesting. There's a period here. I guess they're like very official, like, okay, done, 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 done. So two of the same. But so this one does not have a period, so it's like a whole idea, like you said, human body. One thing, one thing. Okay, so synonyms here. Interesting. So I wonder what the difference in words are there. And then, okay, so tunut. Tunut. It's tunut, y'all. And what is that? Soccer? Sports? Football? For the rest of the world. Um, it's not a defect. It helps readability by differentiating L and N. You mean like some people might misread that one? But why don't they do it here in the book? I don't know. Those are like very obvious to me that those are very different. Is it just harder to see on the keyboard? That's interesting. Okay. I need to remember that thing you said. When the word is an object. Let me write that down. Jeez. Okay, wait. Object. Where did it go? A turns to you. Okay. A turns to you. So, I always want to spell it with GH because of the country. Or the people, right? Afghan people. But it's not the same thing. So, Afghan to Afghan. Okay. All right. Thanks, A-Dub. Let's see. When you're writing Tachino, and especially in the traditional way, the two lines of the L are not connected. Oh. It's so like challenging, right? To like think about other stuff in different languages. And the fact that they also look like the opposite in English, right? Like this looks like an N, but it's the L. And this looks like an L, but it's the N, right? You know. Okay. Um, the two lines of the L, which is this one. Follow me, guys. Are not connected. Wow. Wow. So how did they differentiate back in the day? They didn't, or they did the same thing like this, or that's just a newer update to help like readability. Hey Britta, I'm doing fine. How are you? What is that, Max? Maxi? Amazigh or Tamazight? Amazigh are the people, or to be more correct, Amazighen, the plural form of the word. It's the indigenous people of North Africa. And Tamazight is the language that they speak. So I'm learning Tamazight, one of the dialects here. And this is Tifina, the writing system that they use. So yeah, we just went over these words here, and ADUB, AWP, achieve world peace, coming through with all the knowledge. So appreciate it. You said, yes, I know, I'm from Morocco. Well, I kind of guessed you're being weird because you said Amazigh instead of Tamazight, and my title is Do You Speak Tamazight? So, so why did you ask then, bro? Okay, so yeah, I'm still trying to understand this. ADUB. So one more time, he said, when you're writing Tifina, and especially in the traditional way, the two lines of the L, which this is the L in the writing system. Let me help you guys if you speak English. um, the two lines of the L are not connected. It's so crazy. Still trying to understand. Okay, so we had, once again, let's review them. And, let me know about my pronunciation, you guys, because I'm still not sure. But I'm just reading because maybe I'm doing this backwards, but like I just have been amazed by Tifina, and so like I learned the Tifina perhaps faster than I learned the spoken language. I don't know, but maybe it's also a bit challenging because there are so many dialects, right? And so when I have friends who speak a dialect, it's not always the same one that I was learning from other friends. So anyways, but Akarbay, Tabanka, Afrad, Aras, Tafga, Ufgan, Ariki, Tasafa, Tazdgi. I like that though. It reminds me like Timsgida, like just these, I don't know, the Z and the D sound together, and the E is it's cute. The sound. The sound, it's cute. Okay. Um Tazdigi. It's just fun to say. I don't know. And then Tahuzi, Tagosi. That was harder to say though for me, for sure, because the Mame mi momu. I didn't warm up. Tahusi. All right, who you going to see? Tahusi. Oh, okay. Um, to Tununt. Tununt. But again, can you guys tell me what that means? Is that sports? Soccer? Football? Or what? We speak Darija, not Amazigh, just for people who speak Amazigh in the south. Yeah, but it's everywhere, man. In every city, I find people who speak Tamazight. But yeah, Darija is maybe a more shared language, I guess, like, or in the bigger cities. But yeah, there are different dialects. Back in the day, if they write an L, it would be two lines close together. And N would be a line with more space. Ah, love that. Thank you for clarifying. I love this. I love the history. Hmm. Can I write that if I remember? Like, I'll remember that later. Let's see. Back in the day, A dub with the amazing English, man. uh, okay, back in the day, if they writing L. Okay, back in the day, let me write back. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Maybe because it's nighttime. Back in the day. Okay. Um, teehee. Okay, don't let me get confused with the the lines for the smiley face and lines for okay. Um, back in the day, let's see. L would equal really close lines, like they're family. They know each other. Okay. And N would be a line with more space. Space. Get away from me. Maybe like that. Space. Do you like my interpretation? Wait, and so the L, wait, the N is this one. No, okay. Okay, that's my hieroglyphics, okay? That's for me to understand. All right. You said why you learn Amazigh. Why not? Why not? Because I'm in Morocco. It's amazing. It's ancient. It's unique. I mean, look at these letters. What? Yeah, I mean, like most of the world probably haven't seen those letters, you know? It's amazing. Do I want to try to understand this? Let's see. This is a little bit hard. So, af, maid, yusan, yusan, okay, yusan, tweedledee, tweenus, ad. I have no idea what I just said, so somebody help me out. It's so funny to be able to, but it's like, it's just like for me in Spanish. I can read Spanish, you know? Like I can read it, but I can't understand everything. Yeah. And same with Swahili too. I can read it, can't understand everything. Some, you know, some things in these languages, but not everything. Ikerbijn. So that's the plural of mm. That gets complicated because the word pants in English already has an S on it, you know? More than one pairs of pants, right? More a pair of pants. It gets complicated. Okay. Id Idel listen. Idel listen? Idel listen. Wait, what is that one? I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Ibu. Ibur. Hmm. Iburksen. Hey, what? Um. Hmm. I don't know. I have no idea. Tisutul. Tisutul. Tunarus. Tunarus. Wait. I knew what that was before. It's back here somewhere. Because it sounds like tunabonga in Swahili. Anyways. I tifu wit. You will laugh. I don't know, you guys. I'm not quite there yet. These are helpful for me now with pictures, you know? Yeah. Um, AW. Yeah, I can read it on my phone, but I can't read it on my computer. But so Idlisen is book. Oh, wait. Adlis. Adlis is book too, or is notebook? So Idlisen is, or is it plural? Or I'm so confused. So yeah, no, I mean, Maxi, I would disagree though. Like every like hanut or shop or whatever you go to, it's like most of them, I would say like 80 to 90 some percent speak Tamazight, you know. Ah, okay. Idlisen is books, plural. Okay. Idlis is book. Yes. Okay. Books. Books. Yeah, no, I mean, and Maxi, I understand that like if I just go walk around and speak Tamazight to everyone, that not everyone is going to understand me. I totally understand. But that's the language that I've, chosen to learn. So, to be honest, I'm not gonna learn two languages at the same time. I'm just not. You know what I mean? I don't have that desire. It's too much, because like especially to learn a writing system and a language at the same time is already enough. So it's good you recognize the words from the cover. Yeah. No, because if you were here for our other lesson, that was one of our words. So it definitely, I do like this book because it like it what's the word in English? It refers back. It refers back to like previous lessons. And I mean, as a teacher myself, like I get what they're doing, and that's it's a great thing that they're doing, right? That it's building, but because like I've spaced, especially since the last lesson, I've put too much space between, so I'm not remembering everything, and that's, I mean, that's on me. But like this one, tunarus, I should remember what that means, but I can't remember. I know it's back here somewhere. Um, but I can't remember what it means. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Squeaky. Okay. Do you guys have a word in Tamazight for squeaky? How do I even explain it? Squeaky. Oh, this sofa is squeaky. Oh, squeaky. It's like onomatopoeia. Jeez. Drink water. Sue a man. Are you gonna sue a man? Yeah, I'm gonna sue a man. Okay. Sue a man. Listen, I like making jokes with language stuff because it's like, it's funny. If you hear something and like you're listening to it from your like original language, your native language, it's humorous. I think it also, I mean, it makes things light, right? So you can have fun and learn, but it also like can help you remember stuff too. It's an association, you know. Um, okay, let's see what else. Let's stick with the pictures. Okay, Sifa. We talking about Sifa? What up, Sifa? We talked about Sifa before, and of course, I have many Moroccan friends online that are named Sifa. Um, Oh, okay, so they're just breaking. Oh, interesting. They're breaking up the syllables. Nice. See? Fa. Okay. Ta, sa, fa. But I still not sure, like, ta, sa, fa, ta, sa, fa, ta, sa, fa. I don't know. And then we have, how do you do that? Let's see. Taf, taf, g, g, taf, g, g? No, I can't. I can't. What? Tough gaga. You tough gaga. No, you tough gaga. I don't know. I don't think that's right. I don't think I actually would say, or I don't think it's actually spoken like that, no? I would think it's more like tough ga. I don't know, you guys. You said Tiffina evolved a lot. Literacy is rising thanks to the new form, the Neo Tiffina. Yeah. I've heard that for sure. The Neo Tiffina. Okay. What else? The gloves or mittens. Let's see. Al what? Al dad. Almdad. Almdad. Alm dad. Almdad. I'm not sure. Okay, that's a line and an N. Okay, so what? Tuggin Dort. Is that right? Yeah. Tuggin Dort? Dirt? I don't know. Somebody help me. Tuggin Dirt. Tuggin Dort? I don't know. But so what is that? Like that looks like a man's dress. I mean, we wouldn't say that in English, but like in English, it looks like a dress for a woman, right? But it's culturally, this looks like a dress for a man. Although it looks like a Gandora. That's what it looks like, right? Um, I don't know. That's some cultural differences that would be hard with pictures, but the number 6, Sidis. Yes, I know my numbers. Sidis. Yan sin krad kosmos Sidisa. Tan sa marau. Is that all? Yan sin grad kosmos Sidisa tan sa marau. Okay. It's like tough. I can't pronounce that. How you pronounce? I'd have to hear it. Tough g. Tough g. I don't know. Because the way you spelled it is like tough gaga, tough gaga, tough gaga. I don't know. Dad. It literally means finger covers. It's cute. Uh, oh, it is Gandora. But is Gandora? It's only for women or no? I don't know culturally. Oh. It's funny, like I saw some video kind of recently of it looks like a European or American man, um, Caucasian man, um, walking around Morocco, I think, in a Gandora that looks like it was made for women. But yeah, that's what it's like. We don't know the difference really unless we've been here for a while, but in Teddy Feet for women. Wait, what? Why won't it scroll down? There we go. Okay. Um, Tagging, wait, tagging Dort. Yeah, that's interesting. The O and the U, like the O and the U. sounds. It's really confusing for me as an English speaker because this letter in Tifina sometimes it sounds like an O in English and sometimes it sounds like a U in English. So it's confusing for sure. But okay. Tagendort. Tagendort. I don't know. Okay, so for women, interesting. Wait, what? No, it's a very manly dress. Are you joking? I'm not. You put the nails like I'm confused. No, because like, in my culture, if we just see okay, actually like the way they drew this, that looks like a man's what do we call them? I know there's some kind of a name. Oh, I don't know, for men. But it looks like a man's Moroccan dress. It just in this picture, the way it's like drawn. I don't know. But yeah, we don't understand the cultural difference. It's like I had friends who came to the United States and they wanted to buy a wallet to carry their money and their cards and stuff. And it was a man and he wanted to buy a wallet that had like it was black, but it had like metal things on it. So like as an American, I know that it's for women. Like in general, right? I mean, everybody can feel free to do whatever they want in all actuality, right? For real. Like I don't care if a man or a woman wears this. I really don't. Like who cares in actuality, right? Human is human. It doesn't really matter. But like if you maybe don't want people to like comment sometimes or like that guy was in that video, maybe he didn't want that kind of attention. Um like it's good to just be aware, just knowing perhaps the differences and if you want some kind of attention or not, like, or people to like chat or whatever. But who really cares, right? But there are male and female Gandora. Oh, okay. So Gandora is a neutral word then. Okay. It's hard for foreigners to distinguish between them. You know, um, I don't know if it was hard for me. I think I don't know. I feel like you can kind of tell. It's interesting because now that I'm here for a long time, it's like, of course, I know the difference. I think I knew the difference already, anyways, because we have, if you're kind of into like world culture and like hippie stuff or whatever, world peace, you already kind of have some experience with like different kinds of clothing. But yeah, I mean, in general, I feel like the women's stuff is a bit more shiny, you know, whether they use like sequins or just like shiny thread or gems, right? In general, men don't wear that kind of stuff. Not that they can't. I mean, they can certainly do whatever they want to, but if you're trying to follow like cultural norms or whatever. But yeah, I feel like the men's stuff is a bit more like darker colors in general, kind of duller colors, like not the shiny stuff. Um, they often seem thicker. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you can kind of tell, and maybe that guy didn't care too. The one that got all that attention in videos. Um, but let's see. I saw the image you're talking about. It's funny. The guy selling it to him need to face just. Oh, I didn't see any picture, or I just saw a video like somebody was filming from pretty far away and the guy was walking. I can't remember the color of the Gandora, but It's bright colors. I feel like, yeah, in general, the cultural norms here is like the women's maybe are brighter, the men's are a bit more duller, plain colors. In general. Um, yeah, and I feel like kind of some of them, maybe the men's are a little bit longer, or the women's are a little bit shorter sometimes. But you said not in Tarifit. What's not in Tarifit? The Gandora differentiation or whatever. The Tagendort. Is it only for women or? Oh, interesting. Wait, I don't know why it didn't show. I'm trying to click show. Did it show or not? Weird. I don't know if it accepted the. Oh, this goofy thing. Anyways, I saw your message. um, it's only for women. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I forgot. Yeah, like so you're from the Reef area, and then AWP is from Libya. So maybe difference in country. Yeah, because I only thought I heard Gandora reference towards women. But I mean that could just be because I'm a woman. But who knows? Maybe it just depends region too, even within one country. Interessante. Okay, let's see what's next. All right. Let's see. The difference between the male and female Gandor is in the shoulders, back, and hips. Yeah. Yeah, definitely like the shoulders. Like that's why this one kind of stuck out to me. The shoulder area, I think, was more like accentuated or whatever. Yeah. That one looks like a jalaba. Okay, let's see. Sorry if the phone is shaking, you guys. I had to put it on the sofa because I moved the table around because I'm teaching. So I needed to have some good light from the window too when it's daytime. Squeaky sofa. Okay. Squeaky. All right. So if this is, I'm assuming Jalaba is like an Arabic word then, and this is like the Tamazight word. Let's see. Aznar, Aznar, Tamil Haft, Tamil Haft. I don't know what that means though. The picture is so dark. It looks like a veil, kind of like a veil or something. Or it looks like more than the hijab. Um, I don't know. There's so many words, right? What is it? Niqab and abaya. I'm not sure what that is. It's very cultural. I mean, even this, but like, I know this because I've been through many cold winters, so people talk about it a lot. Okay, and then we have the Tagendort, Taras White, Taras White. That's interesting. So in English, it's a dress, but in English, dress. Everything is a dress except if it's just on the bottom, it's a skirt. You know. I mean, we can have different names for the dresses, but like, I don't know. I did not learn all the different names in English for dresses or shorts or like I really don't care. Like, yeah, I don't know. But could it mean like short dress? I don't know. Like in English, maybe we'd say mini dress? I don't know. It's a dress. Okay. Imusa? Looks like pajamas. Yeah? In English, we say pajamas. Imusa. N- Yid. Yid? Yid. What did you say? In Libya, Gandora is mostly men, usually Tuareg. Interesting. Hmm. It's like the Sarawahi women's clothing is just a big cloth. Oh, that's interesting. I just asked like my Facebook and TikTok folks, like, I was told by the old man who was selling the material, and he seemed like he was the man, selling the material, that he was like the owner. Um, and someone was translating for me in English that I need to use shampoo to wash these cloths, right? And of course, I clarified and was like, "Huh? Shampoo? Like for your hair? Like what? Why? Well, of course, I'm always inquisitive, asking questions. Um, so he said like it's supposed to be better for the material, like it's special material. So, anyways, I need to wash them. I don't use them a lot, so I haven't washed them yet, but I'd like to wash them now. So somebody said there's one shampoo. Hopefully I can find it in the Hanut, the little shop here. All right, pajamas. Imsan. Yids. Yid. Imusa. Yids. Wait, it's a D, right? Yids. Yids. Imusa Yids. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Oh, wait, what'd you say? Oh gosh. Tamohaft is the clothy wrap I meant. Oh, okay. So like those wraps that I have. In English, we'd probably call it a wrap or a cloth. Yeah. Ah, okay. So that's the desert. Sarawahi. Sarawi. Sarawi. So hard for you. Okay. Cool. Okay. Maybe I can write that. Desert cloth. How do you spell it? Sarawi. Okay. All right. Then what is this? A jacket? Coat? Arasmid? Asmid! Asmid. Asmid. If you've been following me for a while, you know I like that word. I love the power that comes from the pronunciation. So that makes sense to the Arasmid. So it's like a coat for the cold, right? Asmid. I loved, yeah, that one guy who taught me that word. I mean, I had heard that word before, but I loved the way he said it. It's Asmid, Asmid. What do you mean, Asmid? Okay, that's good way. So then maybe in English you could say that this is more similar to coat, and then this other one, what was it? Tabanka is more like a jacket, although I'm still not quite sure what that is. But again, in American English, we use them really interchangeably a lot, but sometimes a coat is like kind of bigger. But I could still call it my jacket. Did you see my jacket? Can you grab my coat? Like, I don't know. very similar, but let me write that. Asmid. Okay. That's why I can't forget it, you know, because I like it so much. Okay. Araman. Ah, like a raincoat, maybe. I haven't heard that one. But oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute now. Patterns. Pattern alert. Oh, this is like a kind of a cover or a coat, yes? Because the cover of the water. Ha! Chineke meu. Look at me learning. Thank you guys for being here. It really does help me learn more too. So. Araman. Arasmid. Hey. But so that other one is. Let me go back to it. It's not an ar. So I'm wondering what that is. Tabanca. Muy interesante. Okay. Tarazal. Oh. No. Yeah, no. Tarazal. That's the name of that one page. I think. No? Tarazal? On Instagram and Facebook? I don't know. But it's hat, yeah? What? Ava? Auntie? What? Protector? Wait, what are you referring to? Oh, wait, I'm tripping. Is that an R? Jeez. Okay, it's an R. Okay. Ara equals anti or A. Okay. Protector. Like anti-water, anti-cold. Right. Ara. Okay. Let me write that down. Ara. Do you like my sound effects, you guys? Okay. Ara. Anti. Protector. Okay. Kind of like the word windbreaker. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we say raincoat too. I feel like, well, because they're different, right? I mean, a raincoat is anti-rain. A windbreaker is anti-wind. And windbreaker is I feel like it's a newer word in English that I didn't hear like my grandpa say. You know what I mean? Like my grandpa would have probably said raincoat. Although he might have even said something different. My grandparents were very old. But definitely my dad, I think, would say raincoat. But that's interesting to think about. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's review some of that. So I'm assuming this is Jelaba, right? Aznar. Aznar. Tamil Haft. Tamil Haft. Excuse me. Okay, and then Tagendort. It's like the Gandora. Tarsarwite. That's hard to say. Tarsarwite. White. I don't know. Tarswite. Maybe. So like dress, I guess. I don't know. It's such a cultural difference, you know, and just yeah, all of these things with categories, like the different kinds of shorts too. Yeah, it's complicated. Like, are they capris? Are they? Yeah, it's too many. Imosai. Yeeds. It's so hard. Imosai, and I still don't know. Like, I mean, I don't think I need to stop necessarily anywhere. Like, I can just blend them together. But I'm not sure like how to necessarily pronounce that well then, but or where to put emphasis, you know. But Imosai needs, Imosai needs, Imosai needs, Imosai needs. Okay. Oh, Arasmid. Adlo. Adlo. Sweater, yeah? Sweater? Oh, we didn't. Why did I skip these two? Hello. Hi. Because I went to the pattern. I was like, yeah, okay. Adlo. I think it's a sweater. Now, it's interesting that in English we differentiate between sweatshirt and sweater. Again, maybe like older people in English maybe would have done something different. Because, you know, clothing changes, right? In a time period, but this looks like for sure a sweater. But now, like a sweatshirt would be like a more modern, young person kind of thing with a hoodie, right? But even a sweatshirt without a hoodie is still a sweatshirt. It's just really about the material too. Generally, the sweater is more like the itchy wool kind of material, you know, or something similar. And a sweatshirt would be like a regular kind of cotton material. But anyways, okay, Araman. And so yeah, I would say like coat, sweater, raincoat. We said tarazal for hat, and idu idukan for shoes. Yeah, I'm guessing shoes. These are very unique for Morocco. I don't know about other countries. I don't know if it's across North Africa, but yeah, I would say these are very unique. Um, I mean, as is like the aznar, aznar. Um, yeah. So idukan, idukan. Ah, okay, dress. Yeah. Tars, tarswat, tarswat. It's hard. Okay. All right. What does this say? Ad zur tiwlafin. Tiwlafin. Who's laughing? I'm laughing. Tiwlafin. Okay. Snoom. Snoom. What? Snoomel. That's a funny sounding. Snoom. Snoomel. Tint? What? Dang. I haven't heard some of those sounds before together. I have no idea what it says, dude, but looks like taking a bath. So here's something in English. You know, if you're in the bathtub, this is a bathtub, you're taking a bath. If you're standing up with the water running on you and over you, that's a shower. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm taking a shower. I'm taking a bath. Okay. He's blowing his nose. He's crying. Let's see, he's blowing his nose. Washing their hands, brushing their teeth. Interesting. Oh. Okay. I guess we're gonna look at singular and plural. Oh, is this um edukan. Is it showing? I don't know why. The moderation is being weird. Okay. So it looks like singular and plural, yeah? So pants and pants. So yeah, in English, okay, it's confusing. You could say pants and pants. But if you want to differentiate, maybe for this one, I would say, how many pairs of pants do you have? You know, but yeah, it's a bit confusing. Okay. Akarbay. Akarbayn. Oh, ikarbayn. I forgot about the E and the N sound. My understanding is, yeah, that I don't know about always, but plural is like starts with the E sound, ends with the N sound. I think. Okay, akarbay, ikarbayn. Tasafa, tisafiwin. Oh, okay. So I'm missing a like another rule about that. Something probably having to do with what it maybe ends with, and then it's turned into like a W. Interesting. Okay. Tasafa, tisafiwin. Kind of reminds me of like Timid Siwin. Hmm. Okay. Tasafa, tisafiwin. Interesting. Okay, and then what does this say? What? Seared? Seared? I don't know. Do I need to roll this R or not? Like any R? Do you guys roll it? Ten Mert. Ten Mert. I don't know. You know, obviously it's like I think it's a little bit different. Maybe. Or maybe it depends on the word. But... Okay. Seared. Seared. Ifasin. Num. Dat. N. Uchi. What'd you say to me? I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay, drink water. So I'm not. How do you say stay hydrated in Tamazight? Okay. This one is Sirdat. 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 Ifasin. Nun. Dat in Uchi. Okay, so similarities, obviously, all of the last part. And all of this. Even the, yeah, no. So like this part is different. And this. I think this is for a woman, right? Num. It's not for a boy. Nick, right? Noon. It's plural, right? Is it plural for a boy or is there plural for a girl? I don't know. I don't know all the rules. Turn things to singular, it will help. What do you mean? What do you mean turn things to singular? You mean learn it the singular way first? Or practice turning things from plural to singular? I've definitely, I think I've definitely been learning singular words first. Oof. What's the singular of Ifasin? I don't know. Is it Afus or would it be Ifes is right though? That wouldn't necessarily. I would think Afus. Hands, right? So if Ifasin is hands or no? I don't know. Afus. Am I correct or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Yay, Afus. Nice. Yeah, I think it's just easier to learn the singular first though, before you know that rule, because it's very confusing. Very confusing. Okay, what do we have here? I've heard this called the fez in English, you know? Uh, if it looks very similar. Sagawi. They look and sound very similar though. Maybe it's a difference from Sagawi. Are you from Morocco or you said go back? The lesson helps. Which lesson? What do you want me to go back to? Were you talking to me or last one? But so tell me what. So I mean I know this was about plurals, but what do they? What's the difference I see is between nim, and I know that belongs to a woman, whereas like so nim is for a woman, nick is for a man, right? Or a girl, boy, or whatever. Noon. Um, I don't know necessarily what that means, and in what situation it's used for. But you're from Morocco. Okay. So yeah, I think you guys said the same thing. Yeah, I think you guys said the same thing. So yeah, he's from Libya and you're from Morocco. That's cool that they're the same thing. But yeah, tell me what is noon? I use noon. I remember my friend saying that. I use noon. I was like, I use midnight. Okay. But I don't know. Oh. What? Oh, okay, wait. So this okay, but yeah, that's getting a little bit tricky. So this is still hands, so it's not singular. The word is not singular. It's plural, right? But it's for one person, which we don't have that, Do we? No, we don't have that in English. Wash your hands, wash your hands. if I say it to one person or two people. And again, I mean, in English, we don't have masculine and feminine. So if I'm talking to one person, wash your hands. A man or a woman, wash your hands. Two women, two men, wash your hands, wash your hands. All of that is the same, you know? So I think you mean wash your hands for one person, for one woman, because it's nim. And this is also still plural, the word hands, right? But noon is plural. But does it matter if it's what if it's two girls? Is it still noon or not? Ah, before eating. Nice. Okay. The last. Okay, dat uchi. Okay, before eating. So then I'm assuming this must be wash. So why are they different? Because it's one person and two people? But then why this? I'm so confused. Okay, before 18. um, and Tamazight, even for one person, we use plural because every person have to have one. No, yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying about the person here, right? So hands is gonna be the same, right? But I see one person here and I see one woman, so I know nim is for one woman. What about a plural for a woman? Like, is nim still gonna be the same? I don't know how that works. I don't know. If there was two women here, would that still be nim? Or would it be noon? What does noon mean, you know? Num is, oh man, your female, yeah. Nick is, yeah, okay. Plural is gender free. Oh, y'all broke the rules then, huh? mm, that's good though. At least something is simplified. Okay. So male and female. Thank God. Okay. Okay. But so what about the nim if it was for two women? If there's two women, it will be what? Oh no. So two women. What about two men? So nim is for one woman. Nick is for one man. So what about two women, two men? Was in, I want to see if they're the same in Morocco and Libya. Interesting. Mm. Mm. Girl cause two boys. Right. Exclusively women. Note. Okay. So exclusively men is just noon? Well, that's bogus. Why y'all just the patriarchy? Yeah. Okay. One girl, two or more girls. One boy. Noon, two or more boys. And I say boy or a man, girl or woman. It's just really the same thing. Just um, masculine, feminine. Just understand the difference in English because we don't have that. So Newt. Thank you, ladies. Thanks, Newt. uh, my brain might explode, you guys. Let me see. Is that really? I mean, that could kind of be, I think, the last page here. Probably. Not that I can tell where it, like, stops and starts. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Where is that? Oh, no, that's... Hi. Hi, 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 hi. No, it's... I don't know. It's enough for today, I think. Yeah, in English we say fez too. It's funny. Is it like from that city? Did it originate in that city? Or did it just become popular in that city? But let's see, how is it called? How do you say it in Tamazight? So it's a T, right? Atterbush. Atterbush? Atterbush. I've never heard that before. Okay. Tam Tut. I've heard, yeah, I've heard that before. Tam Tut. What does that mean exactly? It comes from Fez, this city, because when Turks adopted it, they still had to bring red dye, dye, dye from Moroccan figs in Fez. When Turks adopted it? Adopted what? The Fez? Or when Turks adopted? I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've seen it in a few different places. So where did it originated in Fez? Or from Turkey? Or we don't know because it's too old. What I'm kind of understanding from your other comment is maybe it originated in Turkey, but they had to come to Fez for the dye. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Just I know in America, like people who call themselves Moors there, it's like such a strong symbol for Moors in America. But yeah, what's Tam Tut? I forget what that means. Tam Tut. And what is this? Like a board? Asta. Asta? Like some kind of a board for children? Or I don't know what exactly that is. No, oh, that's I think they wanted to kind of draw some very fine lines for weaving, yeah? Like a loom. So, yeah, I think that's very cultural. I think it's a loom. Um, that does look like a loom that I've seen more popular in Morocco. But in my culture, actually, my grandparents had a loom, which I've also seen in Morocco, though. Um, they had one in their basement. They made carpets. Um, okay, it blocked your comment. Tamtut is woman. Okay, okay. Why it's hiding this comment, you guys? But I see them, and I don't know. It won't let me. I don't know. Anyways, Tamtut woman. Asta is the thing they make carpet with. Yeah, so like we would say loom, I think, probably. But yeah, like I was saying, my grandparents had a big loom, huge. They would make all the like rugs for like our houses, you know? We always had a rug like next to our bed, probably on both sides of our bed, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, the front door entrance, the other door all the door entrances. you know? Um yeah. I love to sit there and watch them too. Both of my grandparents did it, you know? My grandma and grandpa. Yeah. But I have seen that kind of loom in one store that I would walk by sometimes. Oh, I went in and looked once. I did like make a small short video, like a reel once. It was a long time ago, though, but yeah, I was like, oh, you know, great memories of my grandparents. Yeah, and we would just use like old clothing, old sheets, especially old sheets, I think, like because they were bigger pieces of material, right? Cloth. But yeah, really any old clothing or old cloth. Yeah. But then they would tear it up or cut it up, and then you had to like tie them all together and then wrap them around the big. Wait a minute, I have to look that up. Was it what is that called? A puck? I don't know. What is that thing called that they use for using a loom when they pass the cloth in between? Wait. As they weave, the weaver lifts or lowers some of the warp threads to form an opening between them called a shed. The weaver then pushes the weft. No, no. Um, okay, a shuttle. Yes, a shuttle. Which like nobody's gonna know that in English really unless they actually weave and do that kind of stuff. But or make rugs. But it's interesting the word shuttle in English is that thing you use to get from like the airport to your hotel too. um, there are different kinds of similar hats. At the time, the Turks one was like a beanie. But then the Sultan of the Ottomans visited North Africa and adopted this fez and brought their dye from it. Oh yeah, actually even in my religion too, in the Baha'i faith, some of the old pictures, yeah, people are wearing the fez. I have to see. Let's see. Where did the fez originate? the feds. The fez. Let's see. Let's see what the AI says. Okay, the fez, a brimless cylindrical hat, originated in the Moroccan city of Fez, from which it derives its name. While the hat's origins are debated, yeah, I kind of figured, with some linking it to ancient Greece or the Balkans, it became widely known and adopted during the Ottoman Empire, yeah, particularly in the 19th century. The city of Fez was a center for the production of the hat, especially the distinctive red felt, yeah, and tassel style, yeah, yeah, that became associated with Ottoman culture. Interesting. Interesting. Very cool. I love it. Love all the history. Okay. Let's get to the bottom of the page here. Yeah, and it makes sense too, like having similar hats too, then it's hard to maybe always trace stuff. Um, he said, I'm always accurate. Robot. Yeah, no, I just wondered about if there was any further information between like how they differentiated. Like I was just saying now that yeah, even with languages, right? So much stuff is debated because they're like, oh, well, it was seen at this part of the world, and then no, but it was seen at this part of the world, and so like, yes, they could have influenced each other, or they could have also just come about at the same time. Like it's hard to know unless there's like carbon dating, and then even the, I mean, like nothing is like 100% sometimes. Like it's like we always uncover new findings, right, as we're digging through the earth for history, It's crazy. But yeah, certainly if things can be carbon dated, it's supposed to be, um, trustworthy for sure. Like, but okay. Oh, this, okay. Aja Badur? Hold on a minute. Those look like pajamas to me. But pajamas, am I, those are like pajamas, no? Imusa? Yeeds. This one. Aja Batur. Wait, is that, there's a D. Yeah. Dur. Aja Badur. Aja Badur? I don't know. Tajalabit. Tajalabit? Oh, like a jalaba, yeah? So is this for a woman? Because it's feminized or whatever? With the T's? I don't know. And akraj. Pencil. I don't know. I really don't know what that is, though. I mean, well, in English, it looks like pajamas because you're matching. I mean, it could be like some kind of nice outfit too. Um, Culturally, it would be different, right? Like in America, probably wouldn't exist, right? But culturally, I could totally see this as an outfit. But culturally, from just my experience, it looks like pajamas, right? But I don't know. I haven't really seen an outfit here exactly like that. Like usually things are longer. Many things are not like cut at the waist for men or women. I don't know. Saying it's from somewhere else is ridiculous because the only hard shaped ones, which are the ones we mean when we say Fez, is from North Africa, not the flaccid Turks, Balkan, Greek beanie hats. Oh, do they have a name? Let's see. What were the old Greek hats that look like a fez? Oh, they're tall. The ancient Greek hat that resembles a fez with a conical shape, like a cone, and flat crown is called a pilos. While the fez is more closely associated with the Ottoman Empire and the Middle East, the pilos was a common hat in ancient Greece. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, while they're different in like height, they're similar, right? Um, which doesn't mean that they're related. Like that was my example, right? That like they could have just simultaneously happened around the planet because I mean, because humans, right? But yeah, it's like who knows? And doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know what that is, you guys. Ajab Badur. Tajul. Kind of sounds like there's a little root of Jelaba, but I don't know. Anybody know these two? Or like what they are exactly? The men's traditional clothing in Morocco. Both of them? I'm surprised because it has the t, like feminized. So what's the difference between Tajul Beat and the Azlar? Aznar. Maybe this is it not the Jalaba? I thought this one was the Jalaba, like the long one with the hood. But they don't show the length of it. Maybe it's just the half one or something. I don't know. The first one is the traditional. The second one is Jalaba. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, because I'm like, that really has the root there. Does the Jalaba have to have a hood though? That I mean, that was kind of my understanding. Or could it? I'm assuming it's something different if it doesn't have a hood. I don't know. That's interesting though. I feel like I don't know if I've seen this, or maybe this is just not a good picture. Like I feel like usually they're like a little bit longer, maybe, or even here. I don't know. The hooded one is not Jalaba. Oh, but that's what my friends always called them. That are Moroccan. They would call like, oh, let me go get my Jalaba. Oh, I gotta get my Jalaba. It's cold. It always had the hood and the really heavy material. Or again, maybe it's different in a different region, different country. I don't know. Mm. Well, and then there's like the light material, and then there's the heavy material. So I wonder if those have the same name. You can say it was not accurate. Maybe that's just kind of what it ended up being for some people. Just like how in English, yeah, like I was saying, like it's just easier to say like dress for all of those things in the category, shorts for everything in that category, culottes, capris. No, 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 I can't. I can't. mm, yeah, yeah. That's so funny. Oh man. Well, I feel like we did a lot. Let me see how many pages we did. We didn't do that much, but I feel like we learned a lot. Or at least I learned a lot. Oh, so we did a lot of clothing. Yeah. The plural, singular. Well, very cool. Well, at least I know where to stop then. So we can start on this one the next time I do it. But I think I will stop there. Thank you guys so much for all of the knowledge and the guidance. It's nice to hear from different countries too, you know. I know even like Rita, oftentimes the tarifit from the reef, seems like a lot of things are different, at least before when we covered this book. So it's interesting to hear all the different words, if they're the same, if they're different, or yeah, there's some subtleties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I think I'll end it there. Adlis Sinu Tamazight. Safi. Tanmed Bahra for being here. Like I said, if you weren't around in the beginning, my video is scheduled. You can watch it tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Moroccan time. Just talking more about my experience in Morocco, what I like here, what I miss from the United States, that kind of thing. Lots more videos that I'm working on, editing. I still want to film more. Like I still need to film quite a bit, but I have a lot to edit still, so I really need to focus on editing to get a lot of those done. I know that you guys will enjoy some of those a lot, or many of those a lot. Different cities, different experiences, different personal things. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining. Please check out my video tomorrow, though, 6 p.m. Moroccan time. If you're new here, you know, please subscribe. Welcome. I'm live every Wednesday and weekends. Usually I try to have a video as well every week, but it's kind of flexible up in the air. What else? Of course, if you really want to support the channel, just watching more videos. That's the best thing that you can do, is watching for a longer amount of time, not just clicking on it, commenting, you know, while it's appreciated, but you know, they really track all of the just the length that people watch and stuff. So that's the best way you can support someone. So Team and Subin, a dub. You're doing great. I use 10 merit, 10 merit. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your knowledge and background of things. It helps obviously so much that you know a lot of English too. You can tell me some of those kind of subtleties and nuances. So that really helps a lot. So I really appreciate it. Good night, Rita. Hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, check out my video tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the weekends. On the weekend, this weekend. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye.